Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both mics.
Yay, I love the applause. I love walking into applause every day in the studio. I love it.
And we're back.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I think I'm back. Hold on. I'm trying to get myself up on the screen
Right.
here. There I am. I'm here.
Yay.
Hello. Welcome to Both Mics, everybody.
Hey guys, Both Mics is a show about nothing and everything. That is Mike Safka.
And that over there is Mike Taylor. And together we are Both Mics.
Yes,
Hey,
we are.
What show are we on here? This is 112.
We are at show 112. Both Mics heard everywhere.
Jeez.
iHeartRadio. Tell Alexa, hey Alexa, play Both Mics. And guess what? Our charming voices, our velvety golden voices will come through your Alexa device.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that Alexa thing in here in a minute here. That's
Really? Interesting.
yeah, some stuff going on. They made the show.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, you can find us everywhere. If we're somewhere that we should be, let me know. I'll get us on there.
Yeah. Especially twitch.tv/Both Mics if you want to see the show live as it happens without a net.
Train wreck.
Yes, with our blue green screens in the background.
Yes. So Florida is the most expensive place to rent in the country right now.
Is that amazing?
The housing crunch, and I know people. I'm personally been involved in this situation here. So yes, it's a bad situation. Miami rent is up over 60%. Tampa's over 50%. Orlando's right near 40%, and Jacksonville's right there. And the national average is a little over 20%.
Wow.
So again, it's like we talked about in 111 that there's if it's not inflation, it's stagflation. They'll reduce the pack sizes and so forth. But Florida's population boom. You can see where the spikes are on that graphic there, where people are really moving to Tampa, St. Petersburg. I think they increased by 36,000 residents, nearly 8,000 more people in the Sarasota area, nearly 50,000 between Sarasota, Cape Coral, and Punta Gorda. So
is that this year, or is that like 12 months?
12 months.
Oh.
So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Rents are crazy, yet Florida also has the largest number of vacant houses because people can't afford it. People can't afford to live anymore, dude. That's where we're at.
Wow.
I'll give you an example. In this article on CBSNews.com, so it must be true, Sally Starkey, all right, made-up name, thought moving from Chicago to Florida would be easy. The 33-year-old publicist moved to Naples, Florida, when her husband got a nearby job. Familiar with the area from friends and family who vacation there, the couple was excited to move. We thought we would have no problem finding a place to live. She was wrong. The couple inquired 24 apartments before agreeing to lease a townhouse in North Naples, sight unseen. And it took us up until 2 weeks before we were out of their apartment in Chicago. Tell me, Mike, how much is their rent for that place?
Townhouse?
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse.
Oh, 2-bedroom, 2-bath?
Yep.
$1,100.
$3,500.
That's crazy. That's insanity.
That's what's going on now, dude. She can't. Now they're in a position where they move to make a better life, and even with no state income tax, how can you go from what? And you and I are nobody. We're just average people. $1,100-$1,200. That sounds pretty fair based on what I've seen, but not based on what I've seen in the last near future here. In the last couple months, it's been bad for a lot of people. There's going to be an increased number of homeless. This doesn't include the people who are moving in with brother, sister, nephew, aunt, uncle, what have you.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Unbelievable.
A lot of people have been moving to Florida, though. There's a lot of freedoms here and so forth. There's a lot, comparatively speaking to the rest of the country, places run pretty well. People say, oh, I moved from there. Good. Thank you. Take 2 more people with you. How about that? Because you fuckers are coming down here every day. You're making my traffic worse. You're standing in front of me at the grocery store. Now you need to ring up a ring check on aisle 4.
Yeah, Brent and I were just talking about prices of
This comes with pressure.
the first house I bought in Florida. God, my mortgage, the whole mortgage, principal, interest, tax, and insurance was under $700. Like, can you imagine if that was what and it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. If that's what you were paying now, you'd be living high on the hog.
Yeah, exactly. The thing that really bothers me the most, though, is that there's a lot of people caught up in this. And let me tell you why part of this has happened. First of all, there's a lot of corporations that have relocated here because they're coming from mavens that aren't as friendly, economically speaking, with the pandemic and stuff. You saw Musk move a Tesla operation to Austin, Texas, okay? I mean,
right.
These are big companies making moves to Florida. Goldman Sachs, Elliott Management, Virtue Financial, all these companies have relocated. Then you got the everyday guys that have lost their jobs because of pandemic and other issues, and now they're like, screw this, I just might as well pack my shit and go to Florida. And that's what people do, because they think we sit on the beach and drink margaritas all day.
Right.
Well, there's also some companies, and I call them predator companies. Progress Residential is one of them. They're buying up homes. When somebody lists a home for sale, they'll give you 10, 20, 30% over your asking price just to own it. So they own a block of those homes. This is what Zillow got in trouble with not long ago, and a lot of these companies are buying up the market. Now, all the rents are going to be comps to the ones near them because they own the whole market.
Right.
That's what's happening here. We're just caught up in a corporate fuck-up right now.
Yeah. I agree. It's a mess, and it's not good.
I feel bad for a lot of people. I almost fell victim to a situation. I was fortunate enough to get myself out, but at the same time, if I didn't have the support system I have, if I didn't have things set up in my life certain ways to counteract this, I would have been totally screwed, man. I would have been totally. I could have been living on the street, dude.
I hear you.
So it makes me wonder. You know, whenever anybody bitches about anything, you know, I used to be in a car business. People used to bitch about making over 100, 200 grand. Oh, yeah, this sucks. I'm like, yeah, there's a dude down the street at McDonald's going, damn, if I could only work at one of them car places, you know, so.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Take it all in what it is. But can you imagine people that have been outsourced because the minimum wage has increased to $15 an hour in a lot of places, and the wages are going up, so they get automation, they get robots, they get the computer, you know, self-checkout.
Yep. Yeah, like the job that I just got into, I was like, holy crap, they're paying me really good for what I do. You know, it's more and more every time I go from one company to another. And this company has amazing bonuses. I'm like, holy crap, they're throwing bags of money at me. And the thing is, it's extremely stressful. You know, you're under the thumb of 30 different people that want their stuff done today.
Right.
And, what they're paying me. And then here's the thing. Here comes inflation, and here comes this, that, and the other thing. And next thing you know, that good paying job is just an average paying job again.
Exactly.
You know, so you know, what comes first, the cart or the horse today?
I hear you, man. It's bad. It's bad everywhere. Anyway, let me take this one down here. Let me see where I'm going next here.
Oh.
I have a plan. So, are you familiar with Snapchat? Do you use Snapchat, Mike?
No, I wouldn't even know where to find it.
I've used it a couple times because I had to use it. I was involved in some fantasy football stuff, and this is the way this group communicated with Snapchat. And I would miss stuff because, you know, it's not something I use every day. I got to get better at using my socials.
It's not a dating app?
Yeah, right? Snapchat. So Snapchat is now releasing hardware to make your experience with them better. Like Meta's got the Meta things, you know, and they got hardware that they can sell, they can peddle and make money on that. Yeah. Well, Snapchat's putting out a hardware product. It's a $230 drone. I got a video of this. It looks no bigger than a phone, and this
it looks
drone,
like a cell phone.
Yeah, this drone will, do what you tell it to. Just shoot you, If you walk away, it'll follow you, stuff like that.
Really? How annoying.
Well, I like this, actually. I think I'm going to have fun with this.
It looks like a waffle.
Right? $230 though is steep. I think I can get a little drone a little better, but anyway, this is Pixy. It's called a Pixy. It's a friendly flying camera. Pixy brings magic to every moment. All you do is let it fly. The drone seemingly won't have long-term availability as it's available only while stock lasts and only available in the US and France. Snapchat also warns to check your local laws for drone regulation before purchasing Pixy.
Yeah. And as long as there's someone buying it, there'll be a supply.
Well, they also have...
They're trying to create a market by saying it's only limited.
No, I hear you. It'll shoot up to there's another item they had, their glasses. Not that one. I must not have put the glasses up. They have glasses that do something similar. They'll record up to 10 seconds of footage. So, like, if you're one of these action people, if you're roller skating or skateboarding or surfing or whatever. Anyway, these glasses will record some video for you.
10 seconds of footage?
Yeah, it doesn't seem very...
Okay.
And then it'll send that footage directly to your Snapchat memories for posting, sending, or editing. I guess so you're not storing it all. You're putting it in the cloud on Snapchat. So if you're recording something for the next 10 seconds, everybody on Snapchat's going to see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they have this other thing. This other thing is AR. Have you experienced any augmented reality softwares or any applications at work or in public with the AR?
The last time I had augmented reality was the last concert you and I went to.
That's correct, sir. Boom.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, many moons ago.
Snapchat's dress-up feature will allow you to turn your phone into an AR shopping mall, making it easier to virtually try on almost anything. And here I've got a picture of some Pumas going through the dress. And then here's a picture of a lady. She's got a dress. She's looking at different purses, and she can select them. It's almost like you have all these items in your closet, and you're trying them on before you're going out the door. I guess this is a chick thing, more so.
Yeah. I'm not checking out,
making sure your belt matches your shoes and your purse.
Right, or, maybe there'll be a closet guy somewhere trying on bikinis or something. But I don't see any use for it.
Have you been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing?
No.
You don't know what's going on here. I've been trying to stay away from it, but it's coming after me.
I actually saw a music video today about something about fecal matter, like Nothing Else Matters.
Nice.
The Metallica song.
Yes.
And it's a parody of something about fecal matter.
Yes, I guess when she was in one of her drunked out messes, she shit his bed.
Nice.
So that's what all that came out in court. And then apparently, because she's made alleged false accusations against him for domestic violence, Disney was going to do a 6th Pirates movie, but that's all on hold now, and he was going to get paid $50 million, so he's suing her for $50 million.
Makes sense.
But Ms. Heard is countersuing him for $100 million.
Oh, okay. What? Because his bed wasn't big enough for her shit?
That's a $150 million swing, dude. That ain't no joke. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard reached their divorce settlement in 2017. Ms. Heard publicly pledged to donate the entirety of her $7 million payout to charity, half to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and half to the American Civil Liberties Union. But on Monday, ACLU executive Terrence Daugherty testified that his organization has received just $1.3 million from Ms. Heard, including $500,000 from a fund tied to Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk, with whom Ms. Heard was briefly in a relationship.
Interesting.
Anyway, there's a lot of juicy gossip, and here's my question, okay?
Well.
We would rather, and this is what social media, and this is what the MSM, this is what they want. They want you to be enthralled in this, like the OJ thing, like the Casey Anthony thing. They want to capture the audience so they can capture them wanting to watch news, because we all know what that shit is. How come the same wasn't done for the Ghislaine Maxwell trial? You know, the thing about pedophilia? How come we're not getting the exposure on TV? You can't turn on a friggin' regular TV without seeing one of these two clowns on it right now. How come the pedophilia stuff is just covered up and we're not allowed to know the names of the people?
Uncomfortable. Makes people uncomfortable. They don't want to see stuff like that.
Well, yeah. So if you don't see it, it doesn't happen. It goes away. It doesn't happen to little kids because you don't want to see it, right? See, that pisses me off more than anything, man. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next thing so I don't put the brakes totally on this show. Anyway, catch you some Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Do you have a side? Are you on Team Depp or Team Heard?
I don't know. Well, I don't like her at all, and I'm not a big fan of him, but I'm more of a fan of him than her. So, Team him.
Whenever I've seen him, the only things I've seen him in relatively lately are those pirate movies, and he's always drunk, and supposedly that's a real life thing. Like, she's got secret videotape of him drinking like a bottle of vodka for breakfast, and yada yada yada.
He was in a couple Kevin Smith movies. He was in Yoga Hosers, which was like the Canadian version of Clerks, which starred his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter. I think Lily Hurt was her name, or Lily Depp, and Johnny Depp was actually in that movie, Yoga Hosers. Check it out. Yeah, you would never know it was him in the movie.
There's a solar eclipse coming here.
Okay, it's supposed to be 2024, I thought.
Well, this is according to space.com. It's a partial solar eclipse. This year, humans on Earth will celebrate 4 eclipses, 2 of the sun and 2 of the moon. The first 2 of these is a solar eclipse set to take place on Saturday, the 30th. So if you're not watching this live and you're watching it on the replay on Monday or Tuesday, you're screwed. So just ignore this part. Stick your fingers in your ears and hum to yourself till I'm done.
Go back in time.
Yes, we have time travel, and we're yes. Interestingly, this partial solar eclipse of April 30th will involve the second of 2 new moons in the month of April, what colloquial is known as a black moon. During this upcoming solar eclipse, the dark shadow cone of the moon, from where a total eclipse can be seen, will completely miss the Earth, passing approximately 750 miles below the South Pole. But the moon's outer shadow, oh man, this is a bad read. Sorry.
So we can't see it here. It's going to be at the South Pole.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it looks like, dude. Antarctica.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's hop on a boat. That's an easy place to go to.
Right, yeah. We'll see pictures in the freaking New York Times on Sunday.
Africa.
Maybe.
Africa will see it a lot. South America.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a distance, Africa to South America.
Well, they're both isn't Africa and South America, aren't they both below the equator or have a portion of their...
on other sides of the planet.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess it's going to travel quite a distance.
So anyway, remember, don't look directly into the sun, whatever. Get a pinhole in your box and look through it with a reflector.
Excuse me?
And
you keep your pinhole out of my box, all right?
yeah. If you just squint, you'll be fine.
Exactly, yeah.
Get some of those Snapchat glasses and look directly into the sun. See how quick they post that to Snapchat. I want to see what that looks like before your eyeballs fried out of your head.
Right.
Oh no, there's a giant fireball.
Again?
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
No.
This is real stuff, dude. I got 2 sources here. abcnews.go.com, so it must be true. Fireball spotted over southern Mississippi, NASA confirms. No, they fake you out with the start of this video here. That's not the real fireball. But it'll get good here in the rest of the video. A loud boom prefaced a streaking fireball spotted in 3 southern states, scientists confirmed Thursday. More than 30 people in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi reportedly seeing the exceptionally bright meteor in the sky around 8 a.m. Wednesday after hearing loud booms in Claiborne County, Mississippi and surrounding areas, NASA reported. It was first spotted 54 miles above the Mississippi River near Alcorn, Mississippi. This is one of the nicer events I've seen, whatever. They say the object was traveling at an estimated 55,000 miles per hour.
Wow. So it was a meteor?
I guess that's what they're saying. At its peak, the fireball was more than 10 times brighter than a full moon.
I would imagine.
One witness said he told Vicksburg Post that she heard a loud noise and then looked up and saw an orange fireball the size of a basketball with a white tail behind it, heading toward the Mississippi River.
A size of a basketball?
Well, from her vantage point, it must have looked like a basketball, is what she's saying.
But if you tell somebody it's the size of a school bus, it's the size of a school bus.
Right, doesn't matter how far away it is. Correct.
Yeah. It's the size of, well, yeah. A school bus far enough away looks like a basketball. But freaking dodos in Mississippi.
If I'm on the ground in an airplane, ants still look like ants. But if I'm 30,000 feet up and I'm looking through binoculars, the ants are people. I mean, so it's a matter of perspective. I get it.
Yeah. But you know they're people, and you know that they're 6 foot tall. They're not ants.
Well,
dodo.
You could look out your window to somebody who wouldn't know any better, like a little kid, and point to the ground and say, wow, we're so high up that people look like ants. And never mind. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Okay. So it wasn't the size of a basketball. It couldn't have been the size of a basketball.
I'm just telling you what she said, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just reporting the news. Let's see if I can get another quote out of this other source here. No, that's the YouTube source. No, I don't want that. It's going to play too loud.
Yeah.
So they've come up with a way to defeat Elon Musk. They've come up with a way. Let me explain what they've come up with here, right?
Okay.
This is according to Reuters.com, so it must be true. Catch a falling rocket with a helicopter. Yes, that's the plan. Catch a falling rocket with a helicopter. So there's a helicopter, and what they're going to do is this is according to Reuters, small rocket builder Rocket Lab USA Inc. is gearing up for a mission that seems more appropriate for a big-budget action movie, catching a falling 4-story tall rocket booster with a helicopter. A Long Beach, California-based company is trying to slash the cost of spaceflight by reusing its rockets, a trend pioneered by billionaire tech entrepreneur Elon Musk, SpaceX. But unlike SpaceX's reusable 2-stage rocket Falcon 9, which reignites its engines to return to Earth, Rocket Lab aims for a helicopter with 2 pilots to pluck a 39-foot tall booster stage from midair using a combination of ropes, parachutes, and a heat shield. Stop! I'm sorry. I'm sorry to laugh, but this.
Do they know how a helicopter works?
Quote,
and that the blade of the helicopter is on top.
Here's another picture.
And whatever they're going to catch has to.
Of the thing here, okay? And then here's a picture of the guy at the thing explaining the engine and yada yada. And
really
hinging on good weather, the capture test is due to take off the coast of Maha, New Zealand, the location of Rocket Lab's primary launch site. This is on Saturday. I'd like to see how this turns out. So maybe I'll put up a follow-up video on Monday after we post this, and you can see what that looked like.
I picture a 39-foot rocket booster getting entangled in the propeller of a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, when you're telling me the process, and you're telling, okay, let's see. So Tesla uses this reigniting thing that they can land on a postage stamp in the middle of the ocean, bobbing up and down, and they can put the rocket right on that friggin' barge. And you're telling me that you're going to counter that with some ropes, parachutes, and 2 pilots and a helicopter. Oh, and a heat shield. Fuck are you
Captain
doing?
America's shield.
Are you a little kid in the backyard playing army, and these were the tools you had? You got the garbage can lid as your shield, and you got a rake to fight people. You know,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I got to see this train wreck, dude. Look to our socials on Monday, dude. I'll follow up on this, dude.
Look for 2 dead pilots coming soon.
Yes, one got caught up in a rope. The other one got caught in a parachute. Oh my God! All right.
Yeah.
So, do you have one of those? Do you use the Alexa or the Google thing in your house?
Yes, the Alexa we do use all the time.
Oh, good.
Mostly for music, because we kind of forget that it has other things. Yeah, you can tell it, Alexa, what's 12 times 12? And then hopefully it tells you 144.
Yeah, when I'm over at my mom's, the kids think that's funny, and they start, like, I guess the modern day thing so you could relate would be like, hey, Alexa, play 2 Live Crew. Hey, we want some beep, something like that, They would say the name of a rap song, and one of their moms would come over, either my sister or my sister-in-law. No, Alexa, stop, because they know the kids are doing that to be funny.
Right. My kid's school has an Alexa kind of hidden behind the administrative desk. And a couple times I've been like, Alexa, play Motley Crue.
Yeah, walk
and,
out.
And the secretary's like, who the hell's, what song is this?
Well, I think if I'm going into a home or a business, because I've been to businesses where they have it on a counter, and I'm like, is that on? And they're like, I guess. And I'm like, yeah, can you shut it off? Like, well, is that all you're going to get? Is these batteries here? Yeah. I just prefer the government not knowing my business. That's all. Can you shut that off? Because
buy your books in cash.
I think you need to. I think if you're a responsible friend or business owner, that if you have one of those active, before somebody else who doesn't know any better says word one, you got to say, oh, by the way, I have this device, kind of like your phone on steroids, because it's really going to listen to every fucking thing you say. And then what's it going to do? It's going to target ads for you. This is really happening, Mike. I thought it was all bullshit. I thought it's all conspiracy theory. Oh, you're a conspiracy thing. I just call it telling the future here. It's here. Okay. This is according to 9to5google.com. Google now lets you... Oh, that's a different one. Hold on.
Yes.
Here it is.
Yes.
According to Verge.com, researchers find Amazon uses Alexa voice data to target you with ads. Now, you may say, duh.
Right.
Well, this is the proof. This is the smoking gun. They've discovered that this is real. This is really happening. Are you a fan, Mike, or no?
I'm not a fan. No, it happens all the time. I get ads on my phone for the company I work for because I'm 55 or over.
Right.
And I've never typed or searched for my company on my phone. So I get ads for them all the time. And you can't, people all the time be like, oh yeah, I started talking about this, or I searched this on Google on my laptop.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you're flooded.
And all of a sudden on your phone, you're getting ads.
Yeah.
Or they'll read your email. There's a sheet company. It's a bedding company called Caraloha, and they make bamboo sheets and linens. And I get ads for them all the time on different websites.
Well, when I was in a car business, I had talked to some guys who kind of knew a lot about algorithms and how things work and stuff, and they were telling me about this thing. I don't know if you're familiar with geofencing. Are you familiar with that?
I've heard of it, yeah.
That's where I can block out another dealership from being on Google ads in a certain market. Because when people look up, hey, I want to buy a used car. Yeah, I bought the area. Nobody else can. The only cars that are going to show up are mine. These other 9 dealers, yeah, they could take a flipping hike because I bought it all. So you could do stuff like that. So that, I knew this was possible, but it just bothers me because wait a second, have you ever had this happen? And this has happened to me. Have you ever been thinking about a product or service, and then 10 minutes later it's on your phone? Not even mentioned it. Not even text. You just thought it.
It's all that could be and not like coincidence, but you ever notice when you buy a new car, all of a sudden you see that car everywhere?
Yep.
You know, the Honda Pilot we bought. I never really seen a lot of Honda Pilots. After we bought one, I see them everywhere. Everybody's got a Honda Pilot. Exactly, white van. Look outside, look left, right, look right. There's a white van somewhere. Everywhere you stand, there's a white van.
Buddy, this is vicious.
Yeah.
This is brutal. Okay, so are you with me or not that people have a responsibility to let other people know who might not be aware that they have one of these active listening devices? Is that fair?
Yeah, I never even thought about it. Really, really don't give a crap.
Well, number one, I don't consort with the robot race. Number one, steal a line from my buddy Early Kyler, but it is what it is. I think it's a right. I think I have a right to privacy.
Yeah, to a degree, I can understand that. You do have a reasonable expectation of privacy, but yeah, I don't know. Is it collecting data that really means anything? Well, if you're just in a store buying a pack of gum or a pack of cigarettes, I don't know. Now, if it gets to the point where it's using your voice to correlate where you are on the planet, that might be a different story. But can I buy a program and try to find out where Mike Sofka is, and by you walking into, TCBY ice cream store, all of a sudden I know that you're there because of your voice is being used?
Yes.
That's an issue.
No, that's happening, dude. Trust me, that is flat out happening.
I don't know about that.
I do know. I can show you an application that you can use to do that with, and if you choose not to, I'm sure our friends and buddies at Homeland Security, because now they've opened up a new division of Homeland Security. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. It's the Disinformation Campaign, and it's headed by the former lady who had Twitter, got Donald Trump kicked off Twitter because she didn't agree with his politics and fact-checked him, so she didn't have anything to support it, of course. And so she's in charge of the entire country now because it's a national emergency still, supposedly, with COVID. Even though Fauci said the thing's over with. Then he went back the next day and said, oh, no, we're still in a pandemic, because they told him, dumbass, it's not over. What they're doing, dude, I know I'm going off a deep end here for you, but all right, I'll just leave it at that. You can email me if you want any further information about that. How about that? Look, Google now has a setting where they can help you limit your gambling, your dating, pregnancy, and other sensitive ads. So the same thing we're just talking about with the Alexa thing. Yeah. You can go in and you can set sensitive ad categories on YouTube, for instance. So you'll go to this tab and you can, like, one of the things, do you want to see ads for alcohol? Do you want to see ads for dating? Do you want to see ads for gambling, pregnancy and parenting, or weight loss? So they're allowing you to kind of opt out of these things or limit how many of those ads you would see.
For
My question is nobody knows about this.
Right.
Why? Because they don't want you opting out, but they're going to say, hey, look, we gave you the chance to opt out. You chose not to.
Right, exactly. Is there a price tag involved?
Not that I'm aware of. Let's see here. This is according to 9to5google.com. Back in December 2020, YouTube started letting users restrict alcohol and gambling advertisements. These ad limits are now being expanded to Google's broader display network and cover more sensitive categories. People want more control over their ads experience, including blocking ads or categories they prefer not to see. Providing transparency and control has always been a priority for. Oh, stop! I'm not gonna preach your bullshit here. That's all fake.
Yeah.
We'll continue to use listeners' feedback. Yeah, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, we're here for you.
Yeah, right. You're here to sell my shit. You're here to sell me. You're here to sell what I'm thinking about buying.
Right. Exactly. Yup.
All right, I'm going to go right into my third favorite thing here.
Uh-oh.
That's Get Off My Lawn. If I can find it. Hang on.
I'm getting. Sorry.
Hang on.
Speaking of which, I gotta trim the hedges tomorrow. Ugh.
Speaking of that, I saw a funny meme on Facebook while I'm trying to transfer this here and get to where I need to be. The thing on Facebook said it was a picture of a note that was left by this person's mail person. And it was a handwritten note on a piece of government stationery that the mail person left in the mailbox. And it said, "Please trim your bush so I can better service your box."
Nice. On purpose or just bad grammar?
Well, I think it was really a situation where, they had to trim the bush so they could service the box. What were you thinking, Mike?
Yeah. I'm thinking bad grammar. Or hiding perversions behind bad grammar.
Yes. My third favorite part of the show. This, of course, I'm talking about Get Off My Lawn.
Well, I think you're an overeducated 27-year-old version. There's a Mexican, a Jew, and a colored guy go into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Get the fuck out of here. Get off my lawn. Used to stack fucks like you 5 feet high in Korea. Use you for sandbags. Can't you people just leave me alone? Get off my lawn." You'd think the cold would keep all the idiots out. What are you fish heads looking at anyway? Get off my lawn. You people are nuts. I knew you were a dipshit the first time I ever saw you. You're wrong, egg roll. I know exactly what I'm talking.
All right, I like Get Off My Lawn a lot. I like Clint Eastwood a lot. I think, God bless him, he's like 155 years old or something, isn't he?
Something like that.
Well, this is where we talk about guys. Sometimes they're Florida men as well. But this is where we talk about, it's usually men in particular here. And it's usually involving the guy that, is the cranky neighbor. The Get Off My Lawn guy. Not the guy handing out candy to the neighborhood kids, This is him right here. Here's a picture of him, according to NewYorkPost.com. Florida man arrested for allegedly burning Dallas lawyer alive in 2016.
Wow.
A Florida man has been arrested Wednesday for allegedly brutally burning a prominent Texas lawyer to death in 2016, a case that became one of the Lone Star's highest profile unsolved mystery. This guy's name here, he's on the picture there on twitch.tv/bothmikes. Stephen Benton Aubrey, 61, beat attorney Ira Toblowski, 68, then doused him with gasoline and lit him on fire because he represented his mother in a bitter court case against him, cops charged. Authorities say the longtime suspect was arrested for the crime, which shook Dallas, and he will be extradited to Texas to face a capital murder charge. I don't know if I could do that, dude. That seems too premeditated. I could see in a crime of passion maybe something happens and somebody dies,
Yeah. Against his mother, no less.
But here it goes on to say, here's a quote from the guy. This is according to an email that this Stephen Benton Aubrey sent this attorney. "You have 3 days to change your mind and apologize to me or else," he wrote in a 2012 email. "Or else I will make it my mission to make the rest of your life miserable as you deserve."
Damn. That's amazing. Like, you want to do good, you become a lawyer, and you work your whole life, and some freaking lunatic comes along and freaking kills you just for the hell of it, because of something you did.
Because you did your job.
Exactly. I'm never doing my job again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy, dude. The guy that they had a picture of the guy, but I didn't want to show that. I didn't want to show a picture of a victim from something from 6 years ago. I guess I could have. I guess enough time's passed, but I do want to get to this next story, even though we're going to be shit out of luck for stories here in a minute. But McDonald's. We talked about Burger King French fries in the last show, right?
Yep.
Right.
Onion rings. McDonald's. No.
Yeah, no. But the fries, I recently discovered this the other day because we were out somewhere and we got McDonald's real quick and some of the fries didn't get eaten and they were still in the vehicle the next day. My whole truck smelled like French fries. And they still physically looked okay to eat, but I don't dare eat them, of course. Well, I don't think I'd eat these either.
Uh-oh.
These McDonald's fries, they estimate, were inside a wall for 60 years.
Wow.
According to WRIC.com, this is Crystal Lake, Illinois. An Illinois, just to make some people mad. Illinois family has made the fast food find of a lifetime. A 1950s era McDonald's order inside the walls of their house.
That's scary.
I'll show you another picture here. Look at this picture. Here's another picture. There you go. There's the fries. Yeah. Grace Jones said her and her husband were updating a bathroom in their Crystal Lake, Illinois home when they found the food. Her husband, Rob, was replacing an old toilet paper fixture, and when he pulled it out of the wall, he noticed a piece of bunched up cloth sitting in the hole where the fixture had been. At this point, we're both looking at each other and wondering if we'd be calling the police because we just uncovered evidence from a crime. The couple said they were relieved when the mystery bundle was revealed to contain a bag from McDonald's with 2 burger wrappers and an order of uneaten, perfectly preserved fries inside. How on earth are these fries still in this bag, and how are they preserved so well? I've always asked that question. Because I can leave those fries in my truck for a year, and they'd look fine a year from now.
Yeah. Potatoes, when they rot, there is nothing worse smelling. So, I don't know. The thing is, you would think 50 years ago they wouldn't be having preservatives and all that other stuff in it, but apparently they did.
The Grace's home was built in 1959, and her theory is that one of the builders had gotten lunch from recently opened McDonald's down the street and then put the leftovers in the wall. Not sure if it was a joke or to hide it from his boss, but either way, we're glad it happened. To strengthen Grace's theory, she did some research and found that type of McDonald's logo that was on the wrappers was only in use from 1955 to 1961. Grace has said the family would be happy to sell their discovery at the right price, but will probably keep it as a cool piece of local history.
Ew. Well, now that it's open to the air, it's probably going to rot and stink up the place.
Yeah, I would think that, but I don't know. Do you remember seeing those logos? Do you remember seeing those logos as a kid?
No, I only remember the logos that are, available
Golden Arches, that's it.
The Golden Arches, yeah. Yep. I'll tell you, we did a flip in San Antonio of a house that was built in like 1920 or 1918, something like that. And we had a lot of demo to do. And we pulled back a lot of shiplap and sheetrock. And in the walls, we found like a lot of nesting material from squirrels and probably, rats, raccoons, whatever the case may be. But the funniest thing that I pulled out of the wall, and I don't remember if I pulled it out of the wall or if I pulled it out of the ceiling, was a pair of shorts. I pulled a pair of shorts out of the wall, and in the back pocket of the shorts was a cell phone.
Shut up.
Dude, dead serious. Dead serious. And it was one of those old school flip ones.
Yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s flip phone. Pair of shorts with a flip phone in the back pocket, which made me think, I'm like, should I report this to the police? Like, was somebody like killed and this was their shorts and someone stuffed it in the wall? But I have no idea. So I just took it upon. What's that?
Did the phone work?
I have no idea. I didn't even try to plug it in. God, I guess I should have. That would have been funny. Yeah, just discarded it. But yeah, pair of shorts with a cell phone in the back pocket, stuffed in the wall, stuffed in the ceiling, dragged in there by some kind of varmint. Yeah. So.
That's crazy, dude.
So
the draft's been going on this weekend.
The
follow
football
that
draft? Yeah, yesterday, draft. Right? All right. The only thing I follow is I see you posted on Facebook.
Yeah,
that and Jacksonville screwed up, and Giants did a good thing.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, no, it's been all good like that. Yeah, no, it's exactly. I mean, time will tell, but I just didn't know if
Right.
you were still. You know, they used to always have the draft over at the Madison Square Garden, and I was like, well, that's not really fair. They should take it to other places like they do the Super Bowl, and that's what
Okay.
they've been doing. It's been an event now where a lot more people around the country care because they've been to one or they have one coming up next year in their city or whatever. So this year it's in
Right.
Vegas.
Okay. Well, yeah, if they can make a buck out of it, why not?
That's the same thing with the NFL with fantasy football. They were like, no, we're not going to embrace fantasy football. We're not going to. Dude, you're dumbass. And it would. I was playing fantasy football for years, and you couldn't play it through NFL. Now they figured out these other people are starting to make all this money on it. They're like, oh, well, shit.
Right? That's our money.
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
it's crazy. Oh, it's like they're newly embracing gambling.
Right.
In some places, what they did was they had these partnerships that started with DraftKings and FanDuel, and they had these partnerships where these companies would pay them money because they would run advertising with them. Now it's gotten to the point where they sponsor in-stadium games that you could play from your cell phone or at little kiosks or like ATM type machines. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
They're embracing it. And
Yeah.
I thought they would never have a team in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see that coming. When the Raiders were looking for a home and they were thinking San Antonio, I'm like, oh, cool, San Antonio's going to get a team. And then they started talking about Vegas. I'm like, yeah, no San Antonio. They're going to go to Vegas. If Vegas wants them, they're going to have them. So
Yeah, they got a nice new facility there. They got some good players on
Yep.
their team. They're on the upswing. Usually after a team is on that upswing like that, and they've got a new stadium or they got new uniforms or a logo change or something like that, for some reason,
Right.
within a couple years,
some new excitement.
yeah, the
A new coach.
trajectory.
A new coach who doesn't have a mouth on him.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Dude.
Yeah, a coach that knows how to send an email without getting in trouble.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do really good until that happened with Gruden.
Yeah,
Not that I follow football.
it's
I don't need to follow football. You do.
right. Exactly. Exactly. As long as you know a guy that follows football, you're good. right?
Exactly. If I ever need to know something about football, I know where to go.
So if you're ever on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'm one of your lifelines if they ask you an NFL related question.
Exactly. Yes. A show from 20 years ago that does
Right.
it still even exist?
Yeah, no, they had a thing. I saw this guy's the fastest to $1 million, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna win the million. I'm gonna win the million." I'm like, "This guy's gonna cack out on the first question. Watch this." So you give him the
Nice.
first question, and he answers it, and he's like, "C, final answer." And she looks at him, and he goes, "C, final answer. Let's go." And so she goes, "And that's correct. Move on to the next one." She gets done reading the question. B, final answer. You know, he was like that. He was pushing it. So it
Wow.
only took him 12 minutes to get to the $1 million question, I guess. And he took advice from somebody on the phone, and then he thought about it, and he made an answer, and no, it wasn't correct. But it took him like 12 minutes to get to the $1 million question. Usually they stretch that shit out over a show or two, you know?
Right. Exactly. The first $1 million winner in Millionaire, I just remember the answer was Richard Nixon.
Nice.
I don't remember the question, but I remember the answer was Richard Nixon. And the guy actually called his lifeline, his dad, and he's like, "Yeah, hey, Dad, I'm on Millionaire, and I have a question, and I don't need the answer to it. I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna win the $1 million."
Nice. That's awesome. I would
Yeah.
so do that.
And it was like, D, Richard Nixon, and he won.
Nice.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Did you
But,
ever
yeah.
participate in that Millionaire thing they had at the Disney?
That million?
I think
No,
it was at MGM
no.
or something.
Yeah, I think I've seen it once or twice, but yeah, never got into the hot seat.
Yeah, I was one person away from getting into the hot seat, and then he put up a question. I knew I had the answer right, and I answered it, and it was about a men's cologne, and I answered it because it was the fucking cologne I wore, and it said it was wrong, that I was
Really?
wrong. And I was like, I was mad. I mean, I was, because, we'd go drink some beers and go do stuff like that, I was madder than hell that I wasn't going to get in the seat. Because even though you didn't really win $1 million, after a half hour, they brought a new audience member in. You'd be the guy in the chair, and you'd be the show, and they would give you like $500 in Disney bucks or whatever if you want or whatever.
Right. That's cool.
But still, dude, I was madder than hell. I was like a hornet. I was looking for people. I was like, "No, this is wrong,"
Mike Slavka style.
Well, they didn't have the phone back then either. Smartphone. They had a regular phone. They had smartphones. Okay. I could have showed them. Here's the picture. You're wrong.
Right.
But no.
Wow. Unreal.
Yeah. When Ron and I had a place there over by Disney, we had the hookup from DirecTV, and when DirecTV hooked it up, we told them that one of us was from New York and one of us was from Los Angeles, so we'd like to have access to those local stations. And they kind of winked and nodded. A little money was exchanged, and that happened. So that meant I didn't have to buy the football package because I had all the games from the entire country right at my disposal. And then I could watch shows like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they had contests that you could play online. Well, we'd watch it at 9 o'clock our time, and then we'd watch it 12 midnight Pacific time and win the contest online for the Pacific Coast because we already knew all the freaking answers.
That's funny. You would think they would be smart to something like that. Wow.
I couldn't hit the answer fast enough. I'm like, this one's D, right? He's on his computer, I'm on mine. Trying to hurry up, get the answer in.
Wow,
yeah, it was funny.
Cool. Any exciting plans for the weekend?
I think there's some sort of foliage thing or something in a pop we may check out this weekend.
Nah, nothing going on here. I'm still trying to get over this cold. I've got a lot of work around the house to do. Got hedges to trim, but I don't feel like doing it. I hate hedging.
If you don't trim the bushes, you can't service the box.
You can't access the box. Yes, I know. Yeah, especially around by our AC unit. I kind of neglected it the last 2 times I've trimmed them. Yeah, so those are like 8 feet tall and like growing into the freaking, the compressor.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is, air handler. No, that's the inside part. Yeah, so I gotta definitely take care of that. And of course, we still have leaves in the backyard from January.
We're all used to be back in the day. Oh, I'm going to see such and such at this place, and then we're gonna go out drinking all night.
Yeah.
Then I might go in sick to work and go to the beach.
Now I wake up in the morning thinking, okay, what time can I go to sleep? Like, I got to talk to Mike for 2 hours. Damn.
Exactly.
So yeah, I do feel I'd say 95% better than I did last week and the week before.
All right, good. You still have COVID or what?
I don't know what the hell is. It's just a cough now. That and life dragging me down. But yeah, I'll be all right. Yep. But nothing else planned. Maybe somewhere along the line I'll get to the beach. Because the boys like the beach, of course.
Yeah, and you're right there. You're right down the road.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, to try to get a day where I can get out of work at a reasonable hour and think far enough ahead that we can get like the wagon put together and just run out the door, get the boys, and go to the beach.
We'll do all that shit the night before, maybe. Get your
I'll get the wagon together, and then the day that we're ready to go, we just throw it in the car and go. So, but yeah, the wagon is still set from when we went to the Clay County Fair, so we gotta reset the wagon. But yeah, hopefully this week we can make it to the beach. It's been probably close to a damn year that we've gone.
Yeah, I like going to the beach. I like going when it's not July or August, or I like going where we can be there in the morning and then go inside and go do something when the heat of the day and then go back to the beach late. You know what I mean? When it's not so hot. But
yeah, but it's literally 20 minutes away, and then we got to pick a day where it doesn't rain. And of course, the forecast
it rains every
always
day.
moves. Oh no, it hasn't rained this week.
No, but as we get closer to summer, that it rains every day at 2:38.
Once it hits 90 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That's that magic number. Once it's 90, which will be this month sometime, it'll rain.
We got like 4 minutes left. I did just come across something new and exciting. I'll probably post it next week. This guy has pictures of his alien children when he was abducted on a spacecraft.
Nice.
And then, of course, I'm going to have the video coming out here from where we put that shed together. I did a time-lapse photography thing.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be interesting when I do that. And
Cool.
I don't know. What do you? So you're going to go to the beach? You think tomorrow, Sunday?
I got stuff around the house to do. We just being sick. We just have neglected everything.
Okay, here's a big reminder, Mike. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Not this weekend. Next weekend, the 8th, Mother's Day.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, dude. It's early this year, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I figured I better remind you.
No, dude, it can't be next week.
Yes. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. Yep.
Yeah, because the first is Sunday, and the second Sunday is it? No, is it the second Sunday in May? I'm going to use the Google box.
Yeah.
Believe you.
So if you're listening to this, you got plenty of time. You're probably listening to this. If you're listening to replay of this, you're probably listening to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. You still got time. Don't get hung out to dry. Don't forget. Don't skimp on mom. Don't miss mom. And don't miss your wife. If you're listening.
Yeah. And of course, my phone ain't working.
And for all the moms in your family.
Happy Mother's Day.
Any plans, you think?
Yeah. We'll probably do the usual brunch. Maybe someplace different. Maybe the same place we like to go to. I don't know. We'll see. But I gotta plan it now.
Yeah, I don't like going out on Mother's Day and Easter and all that shit. We used to do it all the time. I just hate it because the service sucks. The restaurants are overwhelmed. They're understaffed. It's a bad mark on the day. I'd rather go cook with the family and hang out, you know?
I'll tell you, though, there's a place that we go to in downtown St. Augustine. It's called O.C. White's, and they open at 11 o'clock, and there's no mad rush to get in the place. So it's relatively calm, you know? And that's why I'm kind of shy to try someplace else, but it's always nice to try something new.
No, I hear you. Yeah,
so it's a catch-22. All
right,
we'll see.
We're about out
Worst
of time.
Worst case scenario, we'll make it to Golden Corral.
Nice. We're about out of time here. I do want to remind everybody that you can catch us, all over the place. But I do want to give shout-outs to my buddies. Gino Losi, if you want to catch some monster fish in Florida, Gino's the man. Just search him out on the socials. Check out my friends at the Melon Patch Theater in Leesburg. My man Dustin Levine does a wonderful job directing that place. They have comedy shows. They have plays. Make a donation, buy some advertising. And check out my friend Night Fan Stan for all your printing needs in the Central Florida area. Night Fan Stan is your man at Jet Set Printing. All right, Mike. It's been wonderful. It's been good.
Have a Coke and a smile.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.